The title of this, what I'm fixing to read, is called Open Your Mind. Open Your Mind. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have any problem with a little reading. I'm pretty sure it look like these words are going to be pretty easy here. But I'm finna read it because this is going to be for a lot. This is not an attack upon our people. This is not no, what you call that word I'm looking for, demonize. People always try, that matter of fact, that's not even in the Bible. And I can prove all that to be true. But I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to start reading. I'm going to do the best that I can is to make sure that I'm presenting some proof here to people with what I'm saying about open your mind. Now, what does that mean? You know, like open your mind, that's very important. Because I'm finna read some things that you probably going to have to take some notes on. You know what I'm saying? Open your mind. You must be willing to open your Bible. That's number one. You must be willing to open your Bible and honestly accept what it says about the holidays, the holidays of man, and about God's holy days. See, there's a difference. Matter of fact, let's get that in the Bible. Oh, here it is, right in my Bible. I'm tripping right here, my Bible right here. Let's go to the very beginning of Genesis and let's see what we can find. The word. Let's look at this here first. All right, Genesis chapter 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, right? Now watch this. Now, in Genesis chapter 1, verse 31, and God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Now, what verse 2? Genesis chapter 2:7. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he has made. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he has made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. He blessed it. He made and he sanctified it. Sanctify something means is to set it apart. It means it's different. He sanctified, he set it apart, or he made it different from all the other days. Because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. All right. Now, let's go back and let's read this here. You must open your mind. That's the title of this hymn. You must be willing to open your Bible, and honestly accept what it says about the holy days of man and about God's holy days. Now, by me being a man that I am, let's break down what is the holidays of man. Let's get an example in Numbers, and then I'm going to continue to keep reading. Numbers chapter 27. Numbers chapter 27. Numbers 27. Thought I had it right. Hold on. God's holy days versus man holidays. Holidays and holy days. There's a difference. Damn, I thought I was going to be able to go to it right away. Because I knew I read Numbers. Thought I was going to read right away where it says he worshiped Numbers 25. Let's look at this hymn. Numbers chapter 25 verse 1. And Israel abided Shechem, and the people began to commit whoredom, okay, with the daughters of Moab. That's talking about the so-called Chinese. And they called the people together unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat and bow down to their gods. This is the holidays of man. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people, and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. Hang them up before the Lord against the sun. Now, think about it, against the sun, not against the seventh day, because he said the seventh day was holy. So anything that God is against, we should be against. You see what I'm saying? The holidays is against God. The holy days is for God. Let's look at, let's go to Leviticus chapter 23. Leviticus 23. Leviticus 23 and verse 32. Leviticus 23 and verse 32. It says, and it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at evening. From evening unto evening shall ye celebrate your Sabbaths. See that? Now, the day is a feast day, right? And you know what I'm saying? The day is like a feast day. You can go and cook. You can cook with what you want on the feast day, but you can't go and buy anything. You see what I'm saying? It said, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and saying, the fifth day of the 11th month shall be the feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord. On the first day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servant work therein. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. See that? Ye shall offer an offering. Ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly. Ye shall do no servant work therein. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation, an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, and a sacrifice and a drink offering, everything upon this day, beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your freewill offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, in the 15th day of the 7th month, talking about the month of July. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. See that? Now, what I read in Numbers 25. Numbers 25 verse 1. And Israel abode in Shechem, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people, that means they started mingling with the nation. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods, and the people did eat and bow down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, take all of the heads of the people, and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. Hang them up before the Lord against the sun. That doesn't sound like nothing good, right? So, against the sun. So he told, keep the feast days. Keep all of the feast days and the holy days. On the first day, on the 15th day of the 7th month, like when it come around, on the 15th day should be a day that it should be. Now those are the things that you should celebrate, you know. But it's geared toward. So I just started today trying to rehearse, trying to do, you know, step into it a little more, you know. You know, you have to live the Bible, right? You got to live it. Do what you can. Try to live it. Open your mind. You must be willing to open your Bible and honestly accept what it says about the holy days of man and about God's holy days. The holy days of man, what did I just read in Numbers chapter 25 and verse 4? It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. See that? And then against the sun, right? So he said, don't worship the sun. That means you worshiping the holiday. That means you worshiping 4th of July. You ain't supposed to be doing all that. Now, let's go to Leviticus 23 and 32. And it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest. The Sabbath of rest is the 7th day. And ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month, at evening, from evening unto evening shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. That means from evening to evening. That means the evening is coming, right? That will be the end of the Sabbath. So the day, the feast day, it's like it's in a few more hours it will come to an end today. All right. You must be willing to open your Bible and honestly accept what it says about the holidays of man and about God's holy days, which that's what I'm talking about now. It has been almost universally taught that these annual Sabbaths of the Bible have been done away, that they were only for ancient Israel or the Jews. And they are. Many have supposed that Christ nailed them to the cross along with most everything else in the Old Testament. Now, these things, with the feast days and stuff, is still in effect. The majority of people strongly defend what they have merely assumed is right or biblical. They will read what prejudices everything that contradicts their assumptions. If you are going to take time to read this booklet, should you not at least read it with an open mind and without base ask God to guide you, to help you prove what he says in his word. The Bible is profitable for correction. The Bible is profitable for correction. That means when you're wrong, it corrects you. 2 Timothy chapter 3:16, for all who are willing to accept it, for all who truly wants to serve and please God. The Bible is God-inspired word. His written instructions book to mankind. It answers every important question in life and explains how to live. It reveals the road to salvation. Yeah. So you should keep the holy days of God, bro. The Bible is God's inspired word. His written instruction book to mankind. It answers every important question in life and explains how to live. It reveals the road to salvation. 2 Timothy 2:15 commands 2 Timothy chapter 2:15 commands, study to show yourself approval unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. God expects us to know His will so that we can act on it. Proper Bible study leads to approval from God. Both the Old and New Testament states men should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Matthew 4:4. Yep. So I'm not going to read too much more right now. So hopefully that helped. This video is called God's Holy Days Are Man Holidays. God's holy days are man holidays. All right, I'm out.